Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes before I start anything. Alright. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright. Hello, Boyd Leafy. I know you changed your name. I'm just gonna wait a few more minutes before I start the Q&A. Alright. Alright, just a few more seconds and I'll start. Alright. It says 2 people are on, so I think I'll start it. Okay. Alright, so as you guys know, yesterday the first episode of the Race for the Million reboot came out. Well, I'm not exactly proud of the first episode. I know I'm gonna be very proud how the other episodes turn out. But in honor of this 6-month production of the episode, I think I'm gonna do a Race for the Million Q&A today. So if you have any questions, just ask it in the chat and I'll answer it. Alright, what happened to Ketchup's old personality? Alright, so basically what happened, you guys could tell there was a huge personality change of Ketchup. He was nice, but kind of dumb in the original, and now he's kind of like an actual teenager now. This will actually be revealed after Ketchup either wins or loses. I'm not spoiling anything. It will be revealed why. Who's the most hated character in the reboot? Honestly, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm gonna look on the voting sheet I put in the episode. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Let me check. Let's see who has the most votes. Alright, so we have a 3-way tie right now between Penny, YouTube Icon, and Soda. Alright, question. Who do you think is gonna win the reboot? I can't answer that question because the show's a contestant vote and I already got everything written down, so I can't say. Another question. Did Bun used to talk before Race for the Million started? Or does she lose his or her voice chip? Button was originally just going to be silent the whole time, and then the finale of the original, that's when Button would talk for the first time because it'd be necessary. But I didn't really like that, so. did Dalgona ever eat sushi? Not in canon. Um, Dalgona, he does live in South Korea, so he might have, but I don't think so. Dalgona doesn't really like to eat fish all that much. He's more of a vegetarian, so yeah, I don't think he's ever ate sushi. I'm gonna move some stuff around. Who's my favorite character in the reboot? It's Penny. Penny's always been my favorite character. Just with my microphone so it's right in front of my face, so you guys would probably hear me better now. Yeah, Penny was the first one out of the challenge, but I don't want people to think I'm biased, so yeah. You can hear my chair. Chair is just screech. This might be off topic, but do you want to know my contestants from my object show? Sure. But this is the Race for the Million Q&A, so from now on, any questions that aren't Race for the Million related, I'm not going to answer them. Is YouTube icon evil / mean? YouTube icon, he's not evil, but he can be mean at times because he's antisocial, and since he's literally a YouTube icon, that he runs YouTube, so he could shut down YouTube if he wants, make everyone suffer. Who do I think is the most boring character? Alright, so the most boring character, I don't know, because I've been working a lot on the characters' personalities lately, but if I had to choose, I would probably go Ketchup. Alright, what's Sword's actual personality? So obviously Sword has that kind of deeper voice. I don't really have that big of a plan for his personality right now, but my plan is he's nice unless he's pushed to his limits, which is a lot. Sword does have anger issues, so that's probably gonna help him in challenges. Just saying. Who's the smartest character in the reboot? Okay, it can honestly it can be a 4-way tie actually. From lightsaber, phone, which is technically cheating, B, and stick. It's one of those four. I don't know. In the old Race for the Million, where did Phone actually go, or did he just take a break from co-hosting? So originally, in the episode, you can obviously see that he doesn't want to reveal where he went. Well, what happened is that he actually went into the studio that was making Race to the Million, and he imprisoned everyone who's there so he can get the show canceled. That was just so dumb, stupid. It canceled. Yeah. Who do I think has the most playful personality in the reboot? It's Emerald, easily Emerald, because Emerald's probably the, Emerald's probably the one who the most sociable, I guess is a word. The one who would go out of their way to talk to someone. So it's Emerald easily. You can even see in one of my older videos, Emerald really wants to skateboard to get along with Soda. So yeah. What do I think about B? B's one of my favorite characters. I like voicing snarky, know-it-all brats, cause yeah, it's kind of me. Will an old character in Race to the Million have a cameo? Yes, I actually do have a planned cameo in one of the future Race for the Million episodes. Maybe I'll do uh an episode where a character's just walking around in the background, but just maybe. Who's the oldest character by age in the reboot? By age, it's honestly tough because like all the characters all the characters in the show are teenagers, but I'm gonna have to say honestly, I'm gonna have to say it's very close by Ketchup and Sword because they are the tallest. They have the most experience with some kind of stuff. But if you ask me, I would say Ketchup is a little bit older. In the very old Race for the Million, why did Ketchup and Mustard hate each other? Oh, that's the first time I actually ever heard someone mention mustard. Okay, so as you guys know, in two of my videos, I did reveal that there was a mustard character, and I said they were ketchup and mustard were gonna hate each other. It's because okay, for example, animated and inanimate battle, orange food dye and yellow food dye. They're almost the exact same. They're best friends. Pencil and Match from BFDI. They're almost the exact same. Best friends. What else? Yeah, there's like all sorts of shows where the characters who are almost the exact same are best friends. I wanted to change that up a bit, and I wanted them to argue about who is better at everything. So yeah. Question: who's the youngest character? I would probably have to say. I think Candy Cane's the youngest. I'm probably gonna set her at age 14. Meanwhile, her brother question mark is 16. What does Stick do in his free time? Stick likes to read. He likes to play tennis, and he loves to travel. Who's the most reckless character in your opinion? Bowling Ball, easily. Um, it's either Bowling Ball or Emerald. Emerald does it on accident. Bowling Ball does it on purpose. So, but if you tell me on purpose, then definitely Bowling Ball. What are all the Race for the Million characters' ages? Oh man. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a long one. Okay. So in the reboot, lightsaber's 15, which I already revealed. Phone is 8. Okay, now let's get on to the contestants. Okay, B's 16, Bowling Ball is also 16. Candy Cane's 14. Dalgona is 15. Emerald, he's almost 15. He's 14 and 11 months as the episode aired. Um, Ketchup, 16. Who comes next? I have trouble remembering the exact order of the cat. Okay, Pickaxe. Pickaxe doesn't have an age. He's unique. Then question mark. He's 16. Soda, 15. Stick, 14. Sword, 16. YouTube icon. He's 15. What did you think of the idea of putting Dalgon in the show? All right, so as you guys know, at least some of you should know, in the Race for the Million Character Facts, I said Dalgona was created when the animation of the original Race for the Million one began. This is because I was super late to watching Squid Game, and I love Squid Game, and I thought if I put a Dalgona character in my show, I would get more views. Spoiler, it did not work. And another thing I wanted to say, my proudest asset to this day is probably the original Dalgona asset. Like, it was completely by accident I made it that way, and I love the original Dalgona asset to this day. It's my best asset, I think. Who's the youngest character in the old Race for the... All the characters' ages, in the older Race for the Million, they're actually a bit older. So by technicality, Candy Cane is still, the youngest. In the Race for the Reboot intro, why does Soda look scared? It's because he's flying. He's flying. He's the only one who notices that they're floating. No one else recognized that. No, but Button is 16. In my opinion, which character is a bully type? Alright. So, obviously, if we talk about which is more of a bully, I would honestly probably have to say, it's honestly tough between B and Bowling Ball, but I would probably have to say Bowling Ball by a bit. I'm getting some very good and interesting questions, stuff I've never really thought about. When did Ketchup get his phone in the Race for the Million reboot? Um, he got his phone when he was 10, and he's never let go of it ever since. He got a job and got the phone. Who watches Nuggets in the Race for the Million? None of them do because aside from Ketchup, no one has any access to screens, so they can't really watch anything. But even then, the only time Ketchup can use his phone is when he's away from Lightsaber, because Lightsaber sees him with the phone, he's getting it confiscated. So none of them watch it. Who did Emerald really hate in the old Race to the Million versus the reboot? In the old Race to the Million, it was Ketchup because he's kind of stupid. In the reboot, Emerald hasn't even talked to anyone yet because yeah, he and Soda knew each other outside of the show. That's why they went together and they're best friends right away. But Emerald doesn't hate anyone in the reboot. What are the old Race to the Million characters doing right now? They are competing in the show that's going on now. The characters that aren't in it, they're just at their houses. They don't even know what Race to the Million is. When it comes to the objects, who do you think really focuses on the challenges? Question mark easily because you guys saw that machine he made. Because wow, I didn't even think this through. I don't even know where he got tape. It was just like a stupid idea that came to my mind when I'm out on the course just playing. I get mostly ideas for the elimination order challenge ideas, random drama moments. I get them usually whenever I'm playing sports. Was exclamation mark question okay. Was exclamation mark question mark and Candy Cane's long lost sister? No, there is no exclamation mark in the show. But even if there was, I wouldn't make them siblings. In the old Race to the Million one, how did Dalgona get on that tree? Dalgona is very good at climbing. So yeah, he's very good at climbing, and he's not the brightest, so he thought the tree branch could support his weight. It did for like 5 minutes. Um, I was gonna make it so Dalgona was in the tree for like 5 hours by the time he got caught. He still would have been the first out. Who are the okay, who's the oldest Race to the Million character? It's Bowling Ball up by a bit. And Ketchup. I said earlier, but yeah, it's Ketchup. But it's not. It's still very close. The oldest are Sword, Ketchup, and Bowling Ball. They're all 16, but just by like 3 months. When it comes to where the characters are from, which country does Sword originate from? That's a good question. Um, on, honestly, I would probably have to say Sword. He lived in the UK, I guess. He's just um, he's like has kind of a bit of an accent. In the old Race to the Million, why were most of the characters not shown? Because I was lazy. Like any object show creator, their first episode isn't the best. So when I made the episode, it didn't even come to mind to have the other characters. So I was just lazy. You know, you had an old show where Penny. Um, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I think I know what you're talking about because yeah, I did have a previous show before, but it got deleted, and Kenny was still in that cast, so I don't remember anything about. I don't even remember what the name of it was. Which country does pickaxe originate from? At the Atlantic Ocean. How did pickaxe get crazy? How do I say this without really offending anybody? Um, a certain thing happened. So, question: are any of the Race for the Million characters from Africa? No, no, none of them. Stick has been to Africa, but it was on a vacation. He went to Albania to see how it was. Let's see. If I had to choose an old Race of the Million character to be eliminated, who would it be? Button. It easily be Button. Button has always been my least favorite character. No personality, no development at all. Button would have been the next out if I got to choose. I am not answering that. I am not answering that question. Whoa, dude. Whoa, I am not answering that. Where did that come from? I was like, that came out of nowhere. Um, fun random fact. I just remembered. Like about an hour after like about an hour um after I made that post about the 5 characters being LGBT, I don't remember if it was Isaiah or Jacob. One of them immediately texted me saying that they didn't know that, why I didn't tell them, because they were shocked. So yeah. Right. Fun fact: Object Show was in Object Shows every. Well, when I created Emerald, I only seen 3 Object Shows: BFDI, and Anime Insanity, and BFLH, and I didn't know there were any other kind of Emeralds. So, who are the only girls in the Race for the Million reboot? B and Candy Cane. Yeah, it's B and Candy Cane because I was too busy creating some. The girls were some of the last few characters I created. That's because when I was drawing character ideas, I didn't really have any that could be girls. So yeah, B was already created, but yeah, you guys already know how that went. When making the Racer Million reboot, why didn't you add any armless characters? It's because same reason as the girls. I got too busy drawing characters who had arms. I completely forgot non-armless characters existed. Um, for example, Belty and B. They're the some armless characters. They were literally the last two characters created. So, and I didn't like both of them. So, because certain reasons, kind of inappropriate. No, I'm not gonna answer it. Too inappropriate. What if I got a text? Who's the most intelligent Racer Million character? I kind of answered this earlier, but it was the smartest, not intelligent. When it comes to the most intelligent character, it's a question mark. You guys, because the machine he made before auditioning for Racer Million, question mark tried to make inventions, but they'd always fail. Except one. That's how he and Ken King got to the studio. Will Racer Million have cuss words? I don't entirely know if I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking about doing it. Like, they're gonna have minor cuss words, kind of like dang it, crap, frick, but actual cuss words. But I might do that, but I'll censor them. How long did it take to make Race for the Million A1? 6 months. It took 6 months to make a 5-minute episode. Have any of the Race for the Million characters used AI before or not? Lightsaber, phone, obviously, and question mark have. No, AI. Is YouTube Icon in the next episode? Yep, YouTube Icon will be in the next episode. Um, yeah, YouTube Icon really hasn't been a favorite character of mine, but yeah, he'll be in the next episode. Honestly, I'm just saying if the original if the new show was actually a viewer vote, I think Delgona still would have been the first out either way because yeah, Delgona both times Delgona was up for elimination, he was bottom two. I'm not answering that question. No. Who's the meanest character? When it comes to like a bully type, it's volleyball. When it's the meanest character, it's B. Why did B beat up Delgona in the old Race for the Million? It's because Delgona almost got B out, and yeah, B's just getting revenge. Um, it's scarred phone for life. So much the background just disappeared randomly. Do any of the Race to the Million characters have powers? Yes. YouTube Icon obviously has his controlling YouTube power, where he can like make mouses appear, delete YouTube entirely, and lightsaber. He has his blade, so I'm counting that as a power. Um, Pickaxe. He can literally do anything. He's like Pickaxe is immortal. He can pretty much do anything he wants. Like he can make the paintball come out of the back side of the gun. He can fly, and he can scar people for life. Why hasn't lightsaber used his power yet? It's because he only uses it whenever he's angry, or like whenever he actually needs it. So yeah. Will you ever make a Backrooms Race for the Million episode? No. Um, I was thinking about doing a challenge where the contestants would have to do either a 4v4 or a one all episode or a solo game Bed Wars, but no, that's just stupid. So if it's like a game or a show outside of Race for the Million, no, I'm not making an episode on it. In the old Race for the Million 3, how did Pickaxe leg come off? It's about time someone asked that question. That episode's almost been out for an entire year, and um the reason Pickaxe's leg came off is because Pickaxe is part robot. Are any of the Race for the Million characters drunk? No. Alcohol. They're all teenagers, so they can't even drink alcohol if they wanted. Will there be a debut? There will not. No. Is lightsaber the host? Yes. Were any of the Race for the Million characters from BFB or not? Um, no, not on purpose. I think because if there were like a recommended character I missed, no, none of the characters are. based or from BFB. Will Race for the Million allow recommended characters? I I think I'm not all too sure if I'm gonna do the recommended characters thing or not. Cause first of all, we got the cameo that's gonna happen in episode 2 by Pizza Box for winning season 3 of the voting game. So that would technically be there, but recommended characters in general, I don't know. I won't really have a reason to um yeah, I won't really have a reason to put recommended characters, so probably not. What would you do if you got paid $1 million to animate a movie? If I got paid $1 million to animate a movie, it would obviously be object show related because um, I'm terrible at animating literally everything else, and yeah, I'd just probably make it as bad as possible because I won't really have that many ideas, so just giving up on life. Is there any bi-gender characters? If you're talking like a non-binary, yes. Stick is non-binary. Why do the female characters in Race for the Million not have eyelashes? Because originally they were, but that's too much for me to animate. So yeah. Will there be any new characters in Race for the Million? No. As of right now, 3 seasons are gonna be planned. Yeah. What did Pickaxe say in the Race for the Million reboot? I knew someone wouldn't understand what he said because he's voiced by my younger brother, who wants to go by Draco the Dragon. He said to himself, "I can't find the gun." So yeah. Will there be 666 the devil? No, there will not. Will you ever work with other animators? If I get the money, because I want to pay my animators for wasting their time and helping me with Race for the Million. So yeah, if I get the money. Do any of the characters originate from Oceania? Yes, that's where Stick lives. Do any of the characters live in Costa Rica? No. Where'd you come up with the characters? I just came up with them randomly because yeah, I just came up with them randomly. Mainly Penny, Sore, Airball, mainly. Yeah, I just came up with them randomly. Alright. Do any of the characters live in Turkey? No. Yeah. And I was gonna do it where every time Airball jumped or got in the air, Airball would just float up, never to be seen again. Will there be another season? Yes. I called the reboot A1 for a reason. So that means when season 2 comes out, it'll be called B1, B2, like that. Will you ever make a horror animation? That's what I was gonna do at last chance, but I never really got into it. So a horror episode maybe. Is Last Chance canceled? Partly, cause I'm still working on Storyboard, which is pretty much a version of Last Chance. The one you saw with the humans, yes. Your questions aren't all too good either, boy Leafy. And don't insult other people. I I easily have you banned from competing in any other games, tournaments, and live streams. So yeah, don't insult anyone, please. Do any of the characters originate from Germany? Kinda. Um, B was born in the U.S., moved to Germany for about 5 years, then moved back to the U.S. because she didn't like Germany that much. When did you meet Game with Isaiah? During the quarantine pandemic, we had online school together, so yeah, that's when we met. Isaiah was sleeping when the teacher was talking. Yeah, I'm exposing you, Isaiah. Lol. Is there ever going to be another challenge? Probably not, because the last one went terrible. Are there old Race Renewing challenges going to be in the reboot? It's only going to be the paintball challenge. In season 4, will there be a challenge? Probably not. Except during the finale, because I want something interesting there, because I had fun doing the last. I had fun doing the finale challenge. That was really fun. Who do you want to win Race to the Million? I can't answer that without technically spoiling, but I want Penny to win because he's my favorite character. But just because he's my favorite character doesn't mean he's gonna win. He might, he not. Were were there anything characters that you thought of but didn't put in Race to the Million? Not that I can think of. Oh, okay. When will Nightmare Fuel be back? As you guys know, during the credits of the first episode, you could see that all the like Bowling Ball and Soda, just those two. You could see Nightmare Fuel is the voice of them, but my name was also right next to Nightmare Fuel's. It's because Nightmare Fuel is the voice of those characters, but he couldn't get any of his lines in time. So literally 2 weeks before the episode came out, I had to do the lines myself. But I still give him credit because he tried. He's just too busy. So I still give him credit for it. What do you mean by subscriber of the week in the Race to the Million reboot credit? Not it wasn't subscriber of the week, subscriber of the episode because it's mainly who gives me the most support over the course of an episode being made. And Fiery Fan 22 was giving me the most support, so I made them the subscriber of the episode. But now I know now that I do that, some people are just gonna start saying, "Oh, good luck on the episode. Can I help you?" Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Can I be a voice actor in the show? No, because like I just said, I'm not trying to be rude, because like I said earlier, I don't really want anyone to do anything unless I get to pay them, because I don't want them to waste their time. The only reason I let Isaiah, Jacob, and my brother help on the show, it's because I personally know them and I like them to suffer. Where did Pickaxe fly to in the Racing Man reboot? Uh, he went all the way to California. What do you think Dalgona is doing at his house? I can't reveal that. It's gonna be a spoiler. Will the episode show where everyone lives? I actually do have a planned series about where everyone lives, so get ready for that. Why did Jamie in the old screen time get no screen time at all? It's because I was lazy, didn't have a script. Because the original Race for the Million was an improv object show, so and I never really planned for Jamie to get any screen time. So. She was gonna get a lot of screen time in the fourth episode, but would you ever animate your childhood? There'd be a lot of red. No. Will any episode involve the contestants having to build something? I don't think so. Not none that can come to mind, or I could say without spoilers. So I'm gonna have to say maybe. What are my favorite colors? Red, blue, green, and purple, and orange. Will you ever make music? I'm thinking about making music because, fun fact, the elimination theme in the original Race to the Million, you know, that thing that goes, da, That was actually made by me, so I think I might, maybe. Does any of the Richmond characters like footballers? No, not really. Are you tired? Yes, because I literally just when I started recording, I've only been up for like an hour, so. Will there be an evil version of any characters, including the host? Yes. Are any of the Race for the Million characters American? Yes. It's Ketchup, and that's it. Other characters do live in America, but Ketchup is the only one that is American. What are they based off of? None of the characters are really based on anything, but Penny's new design is based on that coiny voting icon I used for season 1 and 2 of the voting game. Penny's design is based on Coiny's design there. Other than that, no character is based on anyone or anything. One challenges involve the contestants doing a battle royale. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, I'm gonna take 5 more questions, then I'm gonna go. Who's the richest racer in the million character? The richest character is Penny. I said earlier that if you have a question that isn't race for the million related, I'm not going to answer it. If you would have a brawl between any of the contestants, who would it be? Okay, I'm a little confused what you mean. Like me personally, or like two characters fighting? Um, the ones who would most likely get in a fight, though, having a brawl would it's gonna be Bowling Ball and probably Delgona, if anything. Who's the poorest character? Technically, it's a pickaxe, but that's because he doesn't need any money. He doesn't own anything. He doesn't do anything. So yeah. Who's the most hated race for the main character? Probably Penny. All right, two more. No, not when it comes to characters that I hate. The most hated character overall is probably Penny. Will an episode be scary and have blood? A scary episode, yes. Have blood, maybe. All right, my favorite episode. My favorite episode is the newest one, but it's still kind of bad. So yeah. Oh wait, I missed one. It was a battle war among the characters. Who do I think would win? If anything, B's gonna be the one who starts that, but the other characters are probably gonna win. All right, that's it. That's all the questions. Thank you guys so much for the support on the reboot. I might do another Race for the Million Q&A because I'm pretty sure people still have so many questions about the series. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye. Oh man, this mask is getting on my nerves.